Well, Sukup Manufacturing is a family-owned company. We obviously look at safety, being family-owned. Everybody wants their family to be home safe at night after a hard day's work. It's one of those things that is near and dear to our hearts, as many of us are farmers, and the family themselves have a farming background as well, so it really kind of ties in with all of our products. So the most beneficial safety piece of equipment that I feel we've got is our paddle sweep. That has come online here, probably about 8 to 10 years ago. The commercial market very much demanded the zero entry sweeps be adapted across the board, and we just saw that as an opportunity to come up with something maybe a little bit more economical, but still the same effectiveness that we see with the commercial sweeps with our on-farm paddle sweep. And that's probably been the fastest growing product here too for us. Every farm show I go to, it's really fun to see some of the people come up and say, hey, I got one of those sweeps last year, and now I need a quote for 3 more for my other 3 bins because it works so well, and it keeps those farmers out of that grain bin. So a knot massing pulley is a type of a pulley that's in the top of the grain bin, fastened up to the peak, and then runs down to the manhole. So when you go up into the manhole, that you can use a harness and then run your cable system up through the knot passing pulley, and then you've got a place where you can tie off. So if something does happen inside of that grain bin, you're not sucked into the grain where you could obviously suffocate and lose your life. So the safety door is something fairly new to Sukup Manufacturing. We've seen some things in the news where people were forgetting to shut those inner grain panels at harvest time, and they were going in and putting grain inside of that grain bin, and then starting to see grain leaking out of it, so that they go over and open up that big door there, and then all of a sudden would be engulfed with a bunch of grain because those inner panels weren't closed. So with our safety door, the only way we can really close that outside door panel is by making sure that the inner panels are already closed. The latch for that door, outside door, is incorporated into the inner door panel. We've got a great safety program here at Sukup Manufacturing, whether it's upper management or everybody out on the plant floor. One of the things that we're always looking at is making sure people have their PPE on, whether it's the hard steel toe boots, the safety glasses, cut resistant gloves, things like that. So they're always looking at how do we, be able to make sure our employees are safe. One of the newer things that we've been doing at Sukup Manufacturing is working with our dealer network and offering what we call a grain management meeting. And those meetings are really detailed towards, safety for sure, making sure things are done safely, because if that grain's good and flowing condition, there's really no reason to ever have to get into a grain bin. So it's a combination of things, and we certainly would love to sit down and talk to you as a group. So get in contact with your local Sukup dealer and ask them when they might be having their next grain management meeting there, where we're coming out and talking to you.